All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of San Diego State basketball here on College Hoops 2K8, 8-0, number 10 in the nation. We're working our way up here, coming back very well from our championship, our national championship season. Got a win against North Carolina. Got a very hearty win against Connecticut. We've done extremely well against any top 25 team who's come in our place. This will be one of the bigger streams here because we've got 7-1 Kansas, who it seems like they've dipped a little bit, but still very good. They still got a 96 overall coach. Still got their coach. 8-0, number 18, Kentucky. They seem to have dipped a little bit as well, but they still got their big coach. And, of course, their top 25 team. And then the number 2 Arizona team. Holy hell. And that looks like it's going to hurt. But we will have that in a second. Let me make sure I did my recruiting. I'm pretty sure I did recruiting already. Whoops. That's right. Everything. Okay, that's right. Because everything at this point is just setting people. Because I've already offered all my scholarships. Everything else is just setting up for next year. That's right. All right. So we can do schedule calendar. There we go. Sim through the day and get to our Kansas game. 86 is really, really something. It's really something because every season now is just, when is Iowa State's coach going to either get fired or move on? Like, when am I going to be able to coach Iowa State? I think I'll probably stay here because I don't want to take a chance. Like, now that he didn't move, I don't want to take a chance on. Since the position didn't open up last year, I don't want to take a chance by consistently moving places. I'll just build myself up here. And then hopefully when I'm a fantastic coach, I can move there whenever that position opens up. Oops. Is it? Oh, shit. No one was open, and they'll turn it over on 5 seconds closing. Oh, come on. Really? I was moving around.
His man was in his pocket the entire time.
But hey, CJ, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. It's been quite a while. Yeah, it's a good day to return. It's a big day. Yeah, two of the bigger, I'd say two of the biggest series I got. College Hoops and TEW tonight.
Sheridan.
Main event of SmackDown is Benoit versus Jericho Iron Man for the U.S. title. I remember like doing a bunch of creator wrestlers and putting them on a. Putting them on a. Why'd you leave them so open? How did you miss that open shot? Do it again. There you go. Like how was that a long two? Hang on. I feel like I got. Let me see this. Oh my God. A toenail over the line. You suck. You suck, College Hoops. Working seasonally, you mostly open. Damn. Finally got laid off. Oh shit. Oh well, I guess it was seasonal. Yeah.
I love the defense. Just because
every time I hear something about that, it just makes me like very gracious. I have the job that I have, where it's like, Jesus. How do you lose that? It's like I don't really have to worry too much about my job, and that's good because goddamn, I don't have a ton of. I have experience now, but I don't have like a ton of qualifications for other jobs. There's a lot of jobs within the Postal Service I don't even want to do, let alone like outside of that.
Gracie?
Just before the game, I talked with Coach Wilson. I asked if he had anything up his sleeve for this game defensively, and he said he didn't need to pull out any surprises because his players can
And they
get
were actually
opponents'
talking about
heads
like
with their
potentially
shot
laying
blocking
off people as
prowess.
well. They're like,
So he just
yeah, we're
turned
doing
them
like the
loose.
bottom like
Sounds simple
30
enough,
people
right?
or so, and it was like,
Gracie.
Jesus.
The steal
And then I
for
realized that there was like
sure.
70 people underneath me because they had hired so many people at once. I'm like, oh, okay, well I guess I don't need to worry too much then.
What great reflexes. He pounced
What are
in,
you doing?
picked
How come you
that one
can't?
off
Oh
easily.
my god. Okay. I mean, that's 1 for 3
Hook
technically.
three.
That's
And it's
33%.
scooped up by
That's
Karras. Latham
not great, but I mean, not terrible.
has it right wing.
Put it up. Oh. Your first gig, all you wanted was experience. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I had that once. I had that once where it was supposed to be like a long-term job. It was like, yeah, you're supposed to be here for at least like a year, and then you can maybe potentially be on permanently. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And then like 2 months later, they're just like, yeah, we don't need you anymore. Like they literally just called me. They had someone from like their offices call me, like, yeah, we don't need you anymore. It was like 3 days after Christmas. It's like, well, that's shitty, but okay.
Left wing.
I was getting ready for work at that point too. I was literally like on my putting on my shoes, getting ready to walk. I was like, all right, time to go to work, and then I get the call. It's like, yeah, we don't need you anymore. I'm like,
Sizing
oh,
up his
that
man.
sucks.
Kicks it out to the corner.
Oh God, that was a bad idea,
Witherspoon
personally.
pulled down that offensive board like it was no problem.
There we go.
What a battler.
At least we were close enough. I have a feeling that with how good we've done thus far, this is going to be the one that we're gonna be.
He's 1
I
for
feel
2
like this
for
is
the
going to be
yard.
the set of
They're
games
set up
that
and
we're going to
hit him in.
be humbled. We're going to be re-humbled.
Backs him down.
We've had a set of games that have been as good as they've been, and that other shoe's going to drop eventually,
Knocked loose.
and we're going to get
And it's out
crapped
of
on.
bounds. Last touch by Kansas. Battle makes his first appearance.
Oops, sorry. Hit my mic with my drink.
Witherspoon inbounds the ball.
I was gonna have
Karras
iced tea.
dumps it off.
And then I saw I had a bottle of Jack Daniel's Lynchburg lemonade,
He knows the court and
which
he
is
knows how
nice
to get
because
by you.
if I ever
Just a
drink
superb
alcohol,
all-around
I
player.
don't like it tasting
Physical
like
talent
really like
and
alcohol.
talent for the X's and O's.
So I have
Gets
like
it
the
up left.
womanly drinks. It's really
Good look by
something where
Wiersma.
like all my friends will
They
do
lead
different
by
types
one.
of beer.
Salzburg
Like they'll
brings it up.
do beer out of a beer can,
Bounces
and
it
I
to
gotta
left.
have like
Puts it up.
hard soda or
Good.
hard cider
By
or
Georgievich.
you know,
Smothered any chance of that play
something
being
like that.
successful. A lot of guys will focus on blocking shots, but here the defender gets his feet in the proper position and
Yeah,
doesn't
there
fall
we go.
for any half-hearted moves.
Ooh, shit.
About 7.5 minutes left in the half.
But yeah, I had that lemonade, and then I had bought iced tea at Walmart, and I didn't even like think about it until I was literally holding both the bottle of lemonade and the jug of iced tea in my hand. Where I was like, I could just make an Arnold Palmer right now. That'd probably be delicious. And so I did. Oh no, did my controller die on me? Oh shit. Hang on, I'm gonna go grab batteries. Ah.
Can't sink the first. The Aztecs are going to make some substitutions.
There we go. Okay. Ugh.
He sinks the second.
Sweet.
Conroy inbounds the ball.
Thankfully, I always have like a bit of several batteries in a drawer.
Up and in on that last layup. Good choice.
You just go to Aldi. Aldi's really good. Like 8-pack of AA batteries for like $2.
Hester backs down.
And it's one of those things is like I could probably get better batteries, but for $2, like for 8 of them, what's to really complain about?
That one most of the time. Well, the D got a break on that one. About 6.5 minutes left in the half. Hester takes it up.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
It's a tie ball game.
Just the FP. Dude, I'm so hyped for FPW's GM. Like that's if it comes even half as close, like I don't know how exactly it's gonna go. If it comes even half as close to how TEW feels, like if it I feel like it has a very real possibility of doing better than what was it, Empire? Like Empire's like career in GM mode is pretty cool because it's like, oh, it's got match ratings and you can do contracts and all that. Like if Fire Pro can do a really good job of like emulating that and then, you know, adding a couple of other things on there, I think that it could potentially be like amazing because I think one of the things I wasn't the keenest on with them, like I like Empire, I like the opportunity to do that in Empire, but like the actual in-ring content was a little meh. Being able to do a management mode though in Fire Pro, if it was like that, like oh shit, like that would be like okay. Shut up and take my money. There you go.
That's a great shot.
I wonder when that's coming out because I don't remember because I know they streamed and I know a lot of it was about like the New Japan stuff. I didn't ever remember hearing about anything pertaining to management mode. I don't know if they said anything about it or anything like that. I'd love to see how that works out though. Since you don't have a good PC, about a PS4 team member discount. FPW is yeah. Fire Pro, yeah. If I didn't have a strong PC, I could see that. Let's do defense. I probably should have done shot selection. We've been kind of iffy on that. But yeah, like to be fair, when it comes to like the different mods and everything, and the like, creating my own ring mats and mods and all that, like that's why I love the PC version so much. I don't know how the console version looks for that, or even if it's out at this point. Come on, Mendez. Yeah.
They increase their lead to 4.
All right. We're getting in our groove now. We're getting a little bit in our groove, but things can happen.
Good from 3-point range.
Like that.
But they still trailed by 1. Oh my goodness, Vern! Listen to this crowd.
Oh my goodness!
Place is going crazy. Mendez.
He's got. That was beautiful.
Lead pass down low.
Oh shit!
By Conroy. Right around 4 minutes left in
the defense. The defense is making it. All right.
High post.
There you go.
Got the bucket.
Oh my God, he's on fire right now. Holy shit!
Can't convert the 3-point play.
Oh no, we couldn't make it again. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of stuff I'd love to play. But, like, my roommate has an Xbox. Come on, it was on its way out, man. All right. Can't be a college hoops stream unless I'm sitting here complaining about a bullshit goaltending call.
You know what kind of defense they're in, don't you, Vern?
Man-to-man. I like how it's almost becoming like like the thing, or it's like, you know what defense they're in, Vern, huh? And then it's just man-to-man. And my roommate's got an Xbox One, and he's trying to convince me to get an Xbox One, and it's like, dude,
checks in for the first time.
I could probably get like a. To be fair, I could probably get one decently cheap, but fuck.
Gets the second
it's like, why can't you just get a PS4 like everybody else?
but it's recovered by
I guess his friends are Xbox guys, so it's like.
The Jayhawks will take a timeout.
Now let's work on shot selection.
Well, let's get back to the action.
Like, I have a PS4 simply because I got a really, like, I don't, like, that's the thing, is I have a PS4, but I have a PS4 mostly just because I got a really good deal on it, like, 2 months after it came out. Like, I managed to get one for under $300 2 months after it came out. So I'm like, all right, yeah.
Even for a second. Boom, gets it. Left one.
And I had money to spend at that time. So.
But they're still out in front by 5.
But it's mostly my PC. Like, if this game were on PC, I probably wouldn't even need my 360 much anymore. Like, you put this and NCAA Football 14 on there, and I would just freaking junk it. I do have a ton of 360 games, mostly stuff that I picked up, like, super cheap. PW's coming out next summer for PS4 and in the spring. Yeah, but I'm, like, all in on the Switch. It'd be amazing. Oh my God, Fire Pro on the Switch would be amazing. I don't know if they'll ever announce that. They are a Japanese company, so I feel like that could happen, but I don't know. Hey. Just the opportunity for, like, Spike Chunsoft to be like, yo, WWE, this is how you do a wrestling game on the Switch. Oh no, that was a bad idea. I got him and then I didn't take the shot because I was gonna move out of the way. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have taken that extra step. Oh wow, I didn't get a goaltending call for that. Kind of surprised, honestly. All right, Cleveland, let's see what you got. Fighting through it. NFL 2K5 college games, Fire Pro, TW, Madden, NBA. I could see how you've between NFL 2K5 college games, Fire Pro, TW, Madden, and NBA. I can see how you came across this channel.
With a chance for a double-digit lead. Mankevichus backs down. Left wing.
And I know, like, oh God. What is it? I'm gonna be doing. I'm working on Axis football stuff. That'll be fun when I get done with that. It's not as like difficult as I thought it would be to get a bunch of, because like I was thinking about it, like just the daunting task of having to create all these jerseys, and then I'm like, and then I kind of thought about it and I started making it, and it's like, realistically, once I get like the colors, like once I get the color scheme for a team, all I have to do is maybe add like a couple of logos on like the jersey to show the team name, like how they do on most other NFL teams, and then just like color code stuff and change the colors for like the different uniforms and all that, and it's really not difficult. Now he's starting to really heat up.
37-23.
I'm liking this.
Stone for 3.
Oh shit.
Snatches the rebound.
Dude, I saw the game. First of all, I loved the fact that I could watch the. I don't know how much they're gonna do that for, but the G League games on Twitch. It's like, holy shit, I get to watch like the Iowa team like do their thing. Oh no. And then I saw the Raptors game against the Cavaliers, where the Cavaliers just fell apart in the fourth quarter. Oh, and he got the foul. Damn, I thought he'd get the end one. With Vince possibly announcing XFL. Oh, yeah, dude. If I start up, like, because that's the whole plan, is to make it like the XFL. Like, I had this plan, like, a while back, and I think I've talked about it. Like, Jesus, one of that first videos that I can't remember, like, when the game, I think, was still technically in beta. You know, I talked about it. So that was, like, July. And now the XFL thing's really blown up. And now it's like, okay, maybe I should get in on maybe doing something like this, and then people can go apeshit over finding something XFL related, and they can see. It'll be perfect. It'll be like it'll retain the idea of like what I like to play with games, and then add in the fact that it has the. Oh no! I thought I could shoot over him, and then add in the add in the XFL hype. Oh, that'd be amazing. CB sucks. Paul London, RVG, Tajiri, Spike Dudley. To be fair, back then, like they had a lot of good cruiserweights, but still, meh. Yeah, I remember playing it on PSP and finding out. I think it was like 08, and I found out that with the whole ECW thing, I made. Oh shit! I forgot that was the end of the half. Herp. Wow, we're up by 16. Really? I didn't even like think about that. Like, dude, it was literally 20-23. It was like 20-21, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a tight game. And then like I just realized, ever since they made like that 3, they made 3 more points since then. That's it. Like I didn't even think about it. When I was sitting there going, oh, it's gonna be one of those games. It's 20-21. It's like no, they scored 3 points after that. After I made that comment, they scored 3 points, and I scored 18. Oops. Yeah, I would say him and his threes have been very good. I didn't even think about the fact that they haven't been making them. I like looked at the score. I'm like, oh yeah, the half's over. Holy shit, we're up by 16. How the fuck did that happen?
Inbounds it to start the second half.
Let's see what he's got. Come on.
Poked loose, but it's recovered by Sheridan.
Oh, how do we just let him in with that? It's
has it left wing.
Realistically, how do we just let him in with that? But yeah, I remember doing SVR08 with ECW with a bunch of creator wrestlers. Now the thing is that any creator wrestler automatically has like only like a 20 popularity. You can't change that. But I did a bunch of creator wrestlers, and I found out that after doing a year of basically losing my entire audience, I ended up started gaining them back. And then like I signed them all super cheap, like 1-year contracts, and then like halfway through I signed them all to 1-year contracts again. So it's like, oh shit, I got them for a long time, and then eventually over the course of the year their popularity builds up, and now they're like these 80 overall, like 80 plus overall guys over the course of the year on TV. And you can go into a second year with all this talent and just start steamrolling people. I kind of want to. I would love to do that. I'd love to do a year of tanking and building people, and then do a second year where I've built everybody up now, lost most of my audience, and I just regain them all back. Because I think it actually resets too. When you do a second year, like you lose your people, but then I think on the second year, when a new year starts, I think it resets the audience. So you're all back to even, but now you got all these great guys for pretty much the entire year. Yeah, I've been seeing some of the stuff on Gridiron Champions. It looks okay. It's like, oh, this is a great little concept. It's nice. They're doing some cool stuff, but it's also one of those things where it's like, shit, I'm not 100% sure if, because I think like their deadline is May 18th or something like that. Somewhere in May is like their deadline to try to reach a goal, and they have to have like $800,000, and they have like 85,000 right now. So it's like, wishing them the best of luck, but I don't have $700K to throw down, on helping them realize their goal.
He's shooting 75% for the game.
That was their ECW Legends part of it. But yeah, there's only 3 wrestlers. I know. What was it, like Terry Funk, Mick Foley, Sabu, I think Dreamer. Yeah, I was like, what? Foley, Dreamer,
out and
Sabu and Terry Funk. I think that was pretty much it. And I think technically, Sabu was part of like regular one of those guys was technically part of regular ECW. I think it was like Sabu. And I guess they already had Sandman technically on Raw. And they had Rob Van Dam technically already too, so I don't know about Rhino. Rhino wasn't there by that point. He was in TNA, which is probably why Rhino didn't show up. And then when you think about some of the other guys who might have names attached to them, like who else could you really put in there? I guess you could maybe do Just Incredible, Steve Corino, but I think Corino was working. I don't think he was quite in Ring of Honor at that point. And they weren't going to do Shane Douglas.
Last tray off the mark by McNamara. He got the look he wanted to there, Bill.
Lynn, I guess. Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. I think they had Taz already. I don't know if they put Taz on there, because I remember being able to have Taz, but I think because he was at the desk, he wasn't really playable. And I think Taz was like one of those guys that if you had like the Game Shark stuff, you could do it.
Witherspoon. Karras gets it, left wing. Latham.
Oh, I thought he had him.
Backs him down.
Let's see what he's got. There you go.
Karras connects by 19.
Just make teams outside of GMO. Oh, yeah.
Fires it way up court.
I can't remember about making teams inside GMO. Oh, shit.
No three-point opportunity.
Foley was a WWE legend. Sabu, Funk, and Dreamer were the only three. Okay. Hey, Jack. That's right. Foley was a WWE legend. But hey, 08 had the greatest ECW legend of all time already on their roster, Marcus Corvon.
Dumps it off. Snatched by Hester. As soon as he got the ball down there, the defense
I should put that on my playlist of stuff. So like when I'm playing TEW, it has the opportunity to just kind of like roll up, like you're just listening to a song and then it just you're going down, down, down. Just call me smooth. Oh, that'd be great.
The Jayhawks have got a lot.
The good old day, yeah, the good old days when you can wrestle as Tony Chimmel and Justin Roberts.
That's an over and back violation. Well, things just
I think I did a bit on my stream with that, where I did like JR versus Michael Cole or something like that in a Buried Alive match. I just don't think I put it on my YouTube channel. I realize there's a lot of stuff I've done on my stream before that I just haven't really done on my YouTube channel, just because it's been something where it's like, this doesn't seem like something that would be the greatest. We're up by 22. I might just call it here. If we stop them here, I might just call it.
Dishes, top of the key. Wiersbach. Mendez.
There you go. Yeah, let's do that. I'll walk out of here with my head held high. Wow, we didn't do a whole lot after that. They started coming back. We were up by 22, and they started coming back in 6 minutes. But we still got the win. I swear we got to be like one of the lowest scoring. I forgot that we annihilated Duke that badly. I think we did like a full half. Yeah, it was like 50-19 at the end of the half, and I was like, yeah, let's just not do this. Let's just move on. Not kid ourselves that they're going to come back. Probably still has PTSD from being pounced, yeah. Recruiting recruits, there we go. That's right, I can't really talk to freshmen when I can talk to juniors. Just sounds bad. Cool. I mean, I still got a good chance, maybe. 20th, oh my god. The amount of interested teams. And I just get to be at like the very bottom of that list. I'm at the very bottom of all those lists because I just haven't used my my abilities to get up there. All right. Hey, we're at home. We were just at home, weren't we? I think so. That's fine.
It's college hoops on 2K Sports. The Kentucky Wildcats battle the San Diego State Aztecs. This is going to be a terrific matchup. Hello, basketball fans.
I forgot to see. Did we move up in the ranks?
Here with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wolfson.
I didn't see if we did. I was just focused on going to the next one. I was like, eh. It's amazing to think we're 9 goddamn seasons in now. Like, the people who replaced the actual people in the, like, okay, the actual people in the rosters that I used got replaced fully after 4 years, no matter what. And the people that replaced them are now fully replaced.
What do you have for us, Tracy?
Well, just before the game, I talked to Coach Wilson. Playing against a team that has the ability to create so many second chance opportunities, he said it is extremely important that his players do not get lazy boxing out their man. Giving up extra possessions to a team like this will kill us, he told me.
Thank you, Tracy. Misfired on that last three by Becker. He'll make that one most of the time. But the D got a break on that one. Passes it to baseline. Boom.
Oh, God, what was that? This is the brand split? With what? Unless you mean like TEW, because I mentioned a brand split at one point, but now it's like, I'm probably good without a brand split. I'll just keep the guys that I have, and if I want to start getting rid of people, like if I want to start using, like I'll have guys that maybe don't show up all the time who are enhancement talent. But
sees things that others don't. That last shot good by Cleveland. Tatum inbounds the ball. He gets up close and personal.
But yeah, I figured like I think we're good with guys who are. Yeah, let's not split up our talents right now.
Dishes left wing. Becker lets it go.
I basically what happens, I only took like a few people from Hulkamania with TEW, so I was like, all right, I could just make like a base stable out of it and make something happen with that instead of taking like a whole shitload of people and trying to make like a whole separate roster.
And they're out in front by 6.
It's been that long, I guess it has, yeah. I basically decided against it. I was like, nah.
Curtis fires the 3. Cleveland grabs the rock. Lucky break for the defense. Was supposed to be
I guess not too long though, because like basically every week in TEW now is like a real life week, because that's about how long it takes to book and show the book and have and run the shows. So it's like every week I'll do a stream of it, and it'll be a week in game.
Knocks down the first one. The Aztecs will bring out some reserves.
Come on, there we go. Oh, that was a bit late, or a bit early, sorry. I felt that. As soon as I pulled it up, I'm like, shit.
Seegers catches it on the corner. Kentucky.
Suck it.
To establish some chemistry, Vern, and quickly. Because this is a young lineup that hasn't played with each other very long. But it's retrieved by Cleveland.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Bounce pass, right wing, for 3.
What's up? What a start. What a start right now. I mean, we were starting to, I was sitting here thinking like, okay, with the way things were going in that Kansas game, I was like, okay, this is going to be one of those types of days. And it just hasn't been. We've just been, maybe this comes with having the national championship to my name now, is we're a team that can steamroll people a little bit better. I guess it helps that we're like a big team. But I'm really surprised at everybody's lack of their lack of shot making ability. Their shot making ability has been very poor. This is insanity. 12-0 right now. Wide open. You couldn't hit that. Oh, shit. Wow. Wow.
To the inside. Backs in.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Cleveland throws it up.
Oh, come on. He was on his way down and I was on my way up.
By 12. Takes the shot. The quick shot.
This is, oh my God. I'm starting to feel bad, honestly.
He's got to make that shot. Cleveland goes up, just missed it. No three-point opportunity, and he'll go to the line for two. Can't sink the first. Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
I forget who does what songs in certain games. I would say, Day of Reckoning was really good because they had there's a lot of memorable. There's a lot of memorable songs. Like Polyamorous is one of those that I always remember.
Tipped away.
Oh,
and it's scooped up by Cleveland.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh no. Oh my God. Dude, what is this? What the fuck is this? This is fucking nuts right now. I was saying that at 10-0. It's now 17-0.
And Gunu gets it baseline. Passes
Come on.
left wing.
Come on.
Seegers catches it right wing.
Oh, not enough. Oh my God. They're just out of focus right now. They just lost all their focus. 19-0. Holy Christ. Breaking Benjamin. Yeah, God, I'm trying to remember the songs. Whichever one had Blackstone Cherry on it. Dude, I think SVR, whichever, it was either 06 or 07 that had Lonely Train by Blackstone Cherry, and that got me into it. It's one of the reasons why Blackstone Cherry is one of my absolute favorites. There you go. Hey.
About 6.5 minutes left in the half. He is so smooth taking
Oh, shit.
When a guy goes that hard to the hole.
And I still maintain that their two first albums back then were probably their best ones. Their new one has been pretty okay, but their self-titled and their Folklore and Superstition album are fantastic. Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea was pretty damn good. I think it was Magic Mountain was the next one.
He just lost track of where he was on the floor, Vern.
I'm trying to remember. I think Magic Mountain was the next one that came out just a couple years ago. I didn't really listen to that too much. It was all right. But I think they just came out with, I think it was Blue Country was what it was called. I think it was Blue Country. 24-2. This is some squash match shit we're having right now against Kentucky. And I feel like it's maybe I'm doing better than I thought in an All-American. I feel like I'm not playing any smarter though. I really do feel like I'm not exactly playing smarter. I just oh my God. It's just kind of happening like this. I'll let the half play out, and we'll see what happens. Let's just keep going on defense. Fuck it. Everything else is clicking. Let's just lock them down. Let's just super lock them down. No, Calipari's still with them. Calipari is definitely coaching them right now. That's the funniest thing. Is we did this to Duke earlier in the year. We just completely embarrassed them. I think they scored a grand total of 30. I think we beat them 71-35. We just embarrassed them.
If we have to defend with 5 guys in the paint, then let's do it. But I'm getting very
oh, come on, dude. Would that have counted? I would love to know if that would have counted. There's got to be something in the rule book. I think that kind of sort of okay. Like, I know there was a self basket not too long ago. Maybe it was. I remember seeing a video about it, but there was like a self basket off of a rebound. But I'd love to know if the block, if like even after the whistle blew, I mean the shot would have still counted if it hadn't been touched. So I'm wondering if it was only defenders who touched it and it went in, if it would have counted.
But they're still behind by 21. About 4.5 minutes left in the half.
Oh, no.
Not a good entry pass, Fern. You
Come
just
on.
can't force it in there.
Up by 27, though, so that's cool.
Hands it off.
Or 21, Jesus.
1-on-1. Randolph dishes to the free throw line. And
The
Gunu
Marcus
catches
Mariota
it
touch.
down
Yeah.
low.
But yeah, it's like that.
Swing pass, right wing.
There you go. There you go.
Uses the pump fake.
I was like, if
and
he didn't sink
wins the
that,
three-pointer.
I'd lose all
He's 1
faith.
for 2 from deep.
There you go. Let's really make this happen.
And he makes the first. Both teams
Boom.
are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
So after embarrassing, has there ever been a team in the history of ever who would outright embarrass Duke
He gets them
and then
both.
go on to embarrass
Makes
Kentucky
his
like
first
a month
appearance.
later? I'd love to know.
And Gunu inbounds the ball.
Like we had a close game against, I think it was like UConn or Florida. We had a decently close game against them.
Heller
But
step back over the line there. That's an over and back violation.
good job.
Well, things just aren't going
Proud
their
of
way.
you.
Turnovers like that tell a story for how this game is.
I love that
played
the AI sometimes goes like friggin' stupid and will do that.
Mendez.
I love how no one's even
Is
cheering
really
anymore.
struggling to close down the
Like
middle.
they're just kind of silent.
has
They're just
something for us.
like, yeah, what else is
Coach
new?
Calipari was talking
Can you
to
imagine
his
this happening on
assistants a second
TV?
ago about that very problem. He said he wants to collapse
I think
their
in
defense
reality
into
though,
the
these
paint
people would be
and
going
prevent
fucking
entry
nuts
passes.
at everything.
We'll see if it works.
All right, Tracy.
Like they
Well,
wouldn't
that's
let
not the
they
best
wouldn't let
shot
off
selection,
Kentucky at
but
all.
it's hard to
I think in
chastise him, but he
reality.
knocks it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say we could probably call it good after
Heller
the
bounces it
call
to
it
the top
good
of
at the
key.
end of the half.
Stolen by San Diego State.
Oh,
The
my
Aztecs
God.
With a comfortable lead.
He was trying to thread the needle, Vern. There
Oh.
just wasn't enough space for that pass.
Good Lord. I'm starting to feel bad. I'm really just starting to feel bad. Yeah, try to get that 10 seconds off of him.
Takes it up.
Nope.
Brought in by Hester.
Fuck yourself.
That's
What are you
another rebound
doing?
for a team that's doing a great job on the board.
This is my town,
Got a
pussy.
big
What the
edge
fuck
there
you
today.
thinking?
Hester dumps it off. Georgievich.
All right,
Passes it back to the
Mendez
left
got
side.
this shit. Mendez got this shit. This is just
And Gunu
this is
inbounds
just
the
becoming
ball.
this is
It's
just
like
becoming a
library
slaughter,
here, Vern.
an
We need
absolute
some excitement to
slaughter.
get this crowd going.
Irwin catches
All
it
right,
top of the
Duke
key.
scored 19 on us and a half. Can we actually break that? Can we actually
pass,
manage to
upright.
break that and get even
Backs
less
down.
out of Kentucky?
Becker.
At this point,
Gets it
scoring
far
9
side.
points in less than 2 minutes
It
would
falls
be
short.
really something.
Salzburg passes it up court. You would have liked to seen them get a better shot off than that, Bill.
Oh, look at that. He completely went for that. He's like, "Ma." Nope. That pump fake. Like they are just ruining to everything.
Georgievich gets the board inside.
Oh my God.
133
There's just
left in the
no
first half.
There's just
He
no
attacked it with
confidence
everything he had,
in
but
in
it
their
still wasn't
gameplay
enough.
right now. Oh, how do you miss that?
Jam it home.
I love it. We have
Free throw line.
completely like
Launches it.
deflated them.
Rebounded by
There's just
Georgievich.
nothing.
Might have been
There's
thrown off by
nothing
how
to
wide
them.
open he was.
Dishes to the high post. Mendez backs him down. Hester puts it up.
Oh
Hits the
my
inside
God,
shot.
we're just shooting it in
They're
their
on a
face.
roll with 18
This
unanswered
is
points.
disgusting. This is a murder scene right now. We're watching a murder scene
Dumps it down
unfold.
low.
Like we were doing pretty okay
Went
against
to the backboard,
Kansas.
but it was
Like
no
we
good
started
by
really
Randolph.
by the end of the half, like
Salzburg
pulling
way
it
up
together
court.
and
They gotta find a way to stop
going
this
on them. But this is a
Well,
goddamn
the best
murder
defense
scene
can
at this
be a
point.
good offense, and they don't seem to have
Maybe I
one
should
right
try
now.
MOP. I think that'll be, maybe after this stream I'll do MOP. Because, like, I was having issues with All-American, but I think that was when I was with, what was it, Grambling? Maybe if I try MOP.
And he's going to come away empty from the line.
Last week, Duke got blown out by NC State. Well, did they score 10 points and a half?
34 seconds left in the first half. Backs in. Karras pulls the trigger. Georgievich snatches it down inside. Hits the layup.
There we go.
Fake freezes the D. He's got 2.
This is insanity. There'd be people just either going home or taunting every Kentucky player.
Madrovic has it on the free throw line. They rule this one goaltending.
Oh, come on now.
They're going to make some substitutions.
Kentucky wants to go big and bring on a post player to give them some extra size.
Can we get 50 and a half? Let's shoot for 50 and a half right here.
Oh
my God, they're just going to let me walk in.
2 shots at the line. He can't get the first.
Oh, no. I thought I had it.
He sinks the second.
There you go.
Keller unloads.
Oh, if he sank that, that'd be fucking amazing. 49-12. Jesus. I wonder what causes this. Is it like team unity? I'd love to know.
Set to begin the second half.
I want to have the scoreboard up so that way when I simmed the next half. 85-33. Okay, they scored some. 12 points and a half. That's our new record. 10-0. We are number 8. And now we're staring down the barrel at number 2 Arizona after obliterating Kentucky. Just obliterating them. Yeah, Duke. Less than 2 weeks later, after annihilating Duke 71-35, we just destroy Kentucky 85-33. It was even worse than the Duke one, honestly. I mean, they only got 12 points in the first half. They got 21 in the second, but we still caved their brains in. Their top point guard got no points at all. One of their, look at that, 12 points off of the bench. The guy who scored the most points was a bench guy. Went 4 for 7. Jesus. Their starting lineup, their starters combined for, let me see here, 19 points. They combined for 19 points. And now we've got Arizona. You think we'd take number 2 position if we beat Arizona bad enough? I type Kentucky blown out and all I see there is their football team. Moving to 07. Yeah, I'd imagine. 07 on PSP was still pretty good, I think. Oh, okay. This is going to be a little bit different. This will be a little bit more interesting, though. Let's see if this sticks up. By the way, while this is doing that, I'm going to grab my fan.
Get ready for College Hoops 2K8. The Arizona Wildcats square up against the San Diego State Aztecs. This should be a whale of a game. Hi there, everyone. We're here at Cox Arena. This is Vern Lundquist with Bill Raftery and Tracy Wolfson. Give us your take, Bill.
I'll really be watching the matchup at the 4 spot. Witherspoon is arguably the best power forward in the nation today. He's so strong from the line. Give him 2 free throws, he'll give you 2 points. Fanning also has to be mentioned as one of the nation's top power forwards. He's got great touch around the rim. He's a real dangerous post presence. Both of them are great competitors.
It's so warm.
It should be a
It's not even like
game to
really
watch.
warm in here. I think it's just because sitting in my recliner for a long enough period of time, it's just there's no airflow. So between my back and legs and you know, all of that. Like there's just not airflow getting there, so it's just constant, you know, warmth. And after sitting there for long enough time, you just get friggin' sweaty.
Who has some info for us.
Just before the game, I talked with Coach Wilson. He told me the key is going to be taking care of the basketball. He said they have guys on their team that will pick you clean if you make the slightest gaffe. We have to be sharp if we're going to win.
Thanks, Tracy.
My body sometimes hates me. I'm feeling like,
and it's all knotted up too.
I don't know if it's like acid reflux or indigestion or what it is. Like I literally had like a salad for dinner. I ate like really good, but my body's just like, the fuck you doing to me? What are you doing? It's like, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying, I really am. And he's like, no, fuck you. Go fuck yourself, kid.
Gets it inside. Releases.
I eat like shit. It hurts. I eat good. It hurts.
6-2. Hart way up court. Stolen away.
The extra guy just snuck up on him.
Oh God. Oh, let's go. Okay, this is. I should be doing some. I should be doing some old school shit right here where I'm just on them. I'm just fucking on them 24/7.
He knew exactly where the ball was going.
Okay, that's not working out well. They came back very
This
fast.
game plan is simple. Just get
There you
him
go.
the ball.
There you go.
He's your main guy.
Do it again.
He is so
Oh, come on. Manhunt 2 and the Warriors to help him. Oh, wow. God. I never got around to the Warriors game. I remember seeing it when it first came out, and I never played it. I forget if it was like really good or not, but I remember it being advertised in magazines. And of course, Manhunt 2, which I don't even think you can technically play on Twitch. There's some sort of Manhunt game that, like, if you play the uncensored version, it's like, you can't play that.
Karras dishes it to the low block.
There you go.
Passes. High post.
I feel like maybe my body's still pissed at me for for how I treated it when I was like first moving out and poor. It's like ramen and rice again? Shit. I kind of had to do that last week though too. I had a bunch of stuff. I think I've talked about it before. I had a bunch of stuff come up with my car, and that pretty much took out all my disposable income. And it's just one of those things where it's like, goddamn, I have money coming to me, and it just hasn't shown up yet. I actually have extra money from work for a union grievance, and it got signed off on like a month and a half ago. They just never put in to have the money in there, which would be nice because I got stuff I need to get before summertime. I went over to a buddy's house, and they convinced me to go on a cruise with them, just like a nice little carnival cruise. And I got to get a passport and stuff, and I haven't had a passport in like almost 15 years. So I got to do that. I got to do it on an off day because there's like an official passport day at the and I think it's coming up, but there's like an official passport day at the post office, and from what I heard, it sucks. Like that day, just like they're just doing it, like there's a line out the door and they're just doing it constantly. So I was told like this is a good time to do it, you know. It's January, people maybe haven't figured out all of their plans yet for the summer. And I'm like, yeah, you got a really good point. And it'll be nice because I've kind of planned on potentially going to Japan at the end of the year too. I was talking to a buddy of mine because he and one of our other friends who I talk to like occasionally, I hung out with them at Anime Iowa this summer.
year.
And he told me, he's like, yeah, she really wants, you know, one of our friends really wants to go to Japan. I'm like, when? Because I want to go. And he's like, oh, not for a while. I'm like, how does the end of this year into like next year sound? As long as we're in Tokyo on January 4th. Like, I don't give a shit where we're at before that, but if we're in Tokyo on January 4th, like, I'm good. He's like, yeah, that sounds like a good time. I'm like, cool. So we'll see if things pan out that way, but oh, that'd be fucking awesome. I would have loved to go this year, but I'm imagining next year will be great too.
They know what this guy can do with the basketball, and they're not about to let him get any.
My idea, hopefully, if they're still doing pretty well, is I'd love to be like, all right, before we go to the Tokyo Dome, we're gonna go to fucking Korakuen Hall and watch these Japanese women wrestle. Just to be like, what the fuck do you watch? It's like, it's called Tokyo Joshi Pro, and it's amazing.
Boom, backs in. The steal by Arizona picked them clean.
Well, the game just slows down for him to the point he
Oh
sees
man.
things that others don't.
Okay. I'm making some like dumb decisions right now. Come on.
Right around 6
All right.
minutes
I
left in the half.
gotta.
Nice work by the big fella to get that rebound.
Skip
Come,
pass.
oh, that's not who I wanted to pass to.
Mendez
There
gets
you
it
go.
left
There you
wing.
go. There you go. He wasn't in my face.
Yanks
Oh,
it down
okay.
inside.
Sure,
He'll
why
make
not?
That one most of the time.
Well, the
I
D got a
guess.
break on that one.
Hart dumps it off. Unloads. Couldn't take the lead there. Missed by Weber. And it's still a tie game.
Let's see what we got here. I want to keep them from taking the lead. I want this. I'll let this be a nice competitive game. And you know what? Even in the case of like potentially losing. Oh my God! If he doesn't, did he get the foul? Yeah, he drew the foul. Oh my God! 1 on 5, and he still managed to draw the foul. Fucking phenomenal. Oh, it's a blocking foul, not a shooting foul. Come on. We were basically in the shooting form there.
Mendez.
Semantics.
Gets the board inside.
I'm waiting for some calls here.
Chance of that play being
Nope. Oh, really? Really? Ah, shit. I don't mind taking a loss. It tells me that I'm doing good, but not, like, amazing. Like, listen, you're going to do better than some teams, but you're still not a top team guy. That's not who I wanted to. I wanted to pass the dude out on the shoulder. I meant to pump fake, and I fucked that up, and I deserve to lose. I meant to pump fake, and that pump fake was going to be great because then I could hit the guy on the shoulder while the guy was on his ass, and didn't happen that way, and I suck. There you go. There you go. That's such. Oh my God. That's an amazingly high arc.
Pulls the trigger. Got into the paint. And the offensive
Really?
board by Kim.
Really? There we
Off
go.
target on the last layup. The Aztecs can get back in the lead with a basket here.
Really?
Stolen away by Hodge. Leads him in.
Wonderful job of denying the basketball that time. Great pick.
Catches it right side. Last shot dropped in by Hodge.
Balls.
That pass
Balls.
made it happen, Vern.
No doubt, Bill.
All right, we
I
gotta
thought he had a look too, but
tie this game up.
wisely dished it off to his teammate.
Tie it up,
Karras
or at least
dumps it to
get it down to
Witherspoon
1.
leans,
There you go.
connects. They're now behind by 1.
Make this competitive. This is going to be a competitive game. I can feel it.
Wildcats take their
This will be
first
good.
time out of the game.
I enjoy a good competitive game. Shot selection, I think, is kind of our biggest issue.
Both teams are going
It
to
doesn't
make
say
some
we do pretty
substitutions.
okay on defense. We just need to make the shots that we take.
Andrus inbounds the ball. Puts it up. Corralled by Campman.
Campman didn't get that rebound.
Come
by
on, there you
accident.
go.
He knew right
He's
where
like,
to
if
be.
there's enough of us clumped
Still
up
by
to where
1.
the ball's at,
Cleveland.
someone will grab it.
Witherspoon has
At
it
least
baseline.
you'd assume. Come on.
Poked away.
Oh,
And it's
no.
gathered up by Andre.
Oh, I
He
fucked
showed
up.
great hands on that steal. His man wasn't
It worked out.
just snatched it away from him.
Nice move.
That was amazing. Like, he fell on his ass and he was on his way back, and then we managed to intercept the pass, and he was already down there. Like, yeah, make it happen.
Marsh goes up. Great finish.
Shit.
He's got 2. 2:36 left in the first half. Catches it out left.
I don't know why I'm so tired. It's not even like,
Cleveland backs down.
motherfucker, I haven't even been up for 12 goddamn hours. Why am I so tired?
That one was drilled by Witherspoon. They now lead by 1.
Maybe it's just like the warmth combined with sitting in a nice comfy chair, and like the base of what's moving on me is my arms and hands, like my hands.
That's an over and back violation.
I move my
That's
legs a
just
little bit,
careless, Vern. He
just
wasn't
kind of
watching
out of
where
like
he was on the court.
force of habit.
Witherspoon
But other than that,
inbounds the
I'm not
ball
really
to the
doing
paint.
much. I can
Skips
see
it
what they
far
talk
side.
about when they talk about
Cleveland
like streamers
backs
having
him
such a
down.
sedentary lifestyle.
You do not
That's
want
why I
to
think it'd
get
be like
inside.
so important for people to have to actually get up and do shit. I can't imagine what it'd be like sitting in like. I don't know how. I know people who have like big computer chairs and all that. Like even the recliner
Gets
is
it on
nice,
the free
but
throw line. Dumps it off.
I can only imagine what it'd be like sitting here for like 8 hours.
1-on-1.
More people do that all the goddamn time.
1:35 left in the first half.
Not a good entry pass, Vern. You just can't force it in there.
Yeah, there you go. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on.
Clausy raises up.
There you go.
Fouled hard, and he'll take a triple line.
You know what? I got that. I got the.
And he makes
I got the
first.
foul.
Both
So that's
teams
all.
are making a few lineup changes.
This is going to be a tough one. I can feel it. So I feel this is going to be. This is going to be the. This is going to be the one.
And he'll come away 1 of 2. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Cleveland. The Aztecs with a lot of momentum.
Yeah, apparently they were supposed to have Dragon Gate tonight, but I guess the event is. Well, I mean, the Dragon Gate's still on, but it's region locked, which sucks. I mean, I wonder why it'd be region locked.
Kicks it out to the perimeter.
This crowd is going insane.
I wonder if it's like a. I wonder if it's like a stream thing for the people who would
Salzburg
generally watch it not with paying. So maybe they just region locked it.
9-second differential.
Feels weird to think about that.
And the game clock.
I guess not weird, but it's
Leads
like
him with the pass.
that's the only way I can imagine
That
them
wasn't much
doing
of a
that.
look. You could see that one coming
Boop.
before he really
Oh, why? Why?
Hart, the crossover. Boom, gets the rebound.
Get up in his
Still
face.
down 4.
There you go. There you go.
From deep with a good
Damn it. I mean, these are go-ahead three-point shots you can make. Make them.
It's stopped
Ah!
by Salisbury.
The
There it is.
intercept.
Make
What
your
great
go-ahead
deflection.
three.
He pounced in.
Oh, he was kind of in it.
That
There you
one
go.
easily.
I'll take it.
That takes us to halftime with the score.
Just make the go-ahead three, goddammit. Now, we reduced them to 22, but I think that's just because, like, it was just a lot of... It was just a lot of not getting like stuff together. It was a very defense-heavy half. Not a lot of points were scored because of the defense-heavy half. Yeah, let me let's turn up the tempo just a bit. Work on the fast break. Okay, let's do full court press after basket. Let's move from 3/4 to full
We're all
court.
set to begin the second half, so let's get back into it.
Coach Wilson wants to shake things up just a little bit, and this could be an excellent move. The
Let's
group of
really
kids
put
on
the
floor
pressure on 'em
play with
to
great
perform.
chemistry.
Kempman inbounds it to start the second half. Let's check in with Tracy Wilson.
Well, at halftime, I talked with Coach Wilson. He felt it wouldn't be classy to run up the score.
Oh, come on.
Change things in a
Come
way
on.
to make sure that doesn't happen. He went on
The
to say
basketball
that he
news,
wasn't
Ball
going to mix up
Brothers
his
go
rotation,
scoreless and
even
top
though he
level
knows he
debut
has
in
talent on the
Lithuania.
end of his bench.
I remember hearing
He
about
felt
them
the
going to
players he used in the
Lithuania
first
to
half
do their
gave him the
pro
best
stuff.
chance of winning this game, and he
Did
walked
they
straight
did they
from
not
that game
have?
plan.
So they're not going the
Thank you,
college route.
Tracy.
It sounds
Lathan
like
dumps it
because
Dishes to the top of the key.
are they like one of them's like 16, isn't he? So it's a little young to be.
Offensive rebound.
I don't know when they would be. I mean, playing pro ball in another country, I think, would count towards
Tacks on
not
the
having
free throw for the
to
three-point play.
go to college. But it really makes me wonder. Just
Kempman has it on the inside. Got
you
it.
know, not every brother
44%
can
of the game.
not all the
Inbounds
brothers
ball.
can do.
Dumps it
you
to the
know,
inside. From close range.
I think they have the one brother who can kind of who can play, and then like the others who will maybe fizzle out.
He misses the first.
No, they're living and playing overseas. Porzingis was playing when he was 17. Yeah, that's a good point.
Good. on
So
number two.
like, are they like they can't be just like on like. I would imagine with, I would love to know like the living because if they're living there,
From the wing.
so they're living there. But I would imagine like their dad is still in L.A. Maybe they have other family members that they
Catches it on the elbow.
do that. I can't imagine they're just like out there on their own.
Passes it
Can you
to
imagine that?
Cleveland was just sitting in the paint.
Shit,
The ref's
that's
going
my
to call
fault.
it for it.
Cleveland was on his way out, and then I passed it back to him
Inbounds the
immediately.
ball. About 10 and a half minutes left in the second half. Top of the key. Hart tosses it up. Misses the long one.
I don't
There you
think
go.
there's many more of those looks.
Oh, he's
Launches
slacking.
one
He's
from beyond
slacking.
the arc. Nothing but net.
Don't be slacking.
He's 1 for 4 from downtown.
Think they're on their
Arizona
own?
needs
Oh,
to cut down
Jesus,
on the
that's
turnovers. And
why.
Tracy is near their bench. Tracy?
Coach Miller
Why?
just asked his assistants how many points they've allowed off turnovers and was not
Why
too pleased with
Lithuania?
the answer. His
Is it
response
because like
isn't favorable
Lithuania doesn't give a
consumption,
shit,
but
and like
let's just
some of the
say
other
it's an
countries
area
would
he
give a
wants to
shit?
work on.
Thanks, Tracy.
Like obviously they're not going to go to
5 points
China
are
because they're
back to
probably not able to
but
like.
it's missed by Fanning.
He did a real good
They're
job
probably
staying that close
not
on the
really.
shooter.
They're probably not in a
This kid
position
hit
that
up
they're
a
able
lot
to
of
be
most
playing in
players enough
China.
to make the miss.
Cleveland shoots
Oh
it.
yeah, I knew
Ball
that
will
was going
land
to
out of
happen.
bounds after the errant shot. The Aztecs will bring out some reserves.
So like I guess they're just going to other
Kempman inbounds the
going to
ball.
other
The
countries.
Wildcats
Like
are
well,
really struggling.
this
They're
is generally where
playing
you'd be,
man-to-man here,
but
All net. 10 points, and he's his team's leading scorer.
Spain and Italy probably don't want them either.
Hester backs down.
Yeah, I can see
He'll
that.
have a chance for the three-point play.
Beautiful work to fight through that foul and get to the line for
It's
the
like goddamn
three
Lithuania,
opportunity.
really.
Hines is needed out on the
That's
floor.
the country they
Like
have to
the
go
rest.
to.
He can't come
I guess
away with a
up next they
three-point
go to
play.
Romania. They're like we're gonna play,
Takes it up. Snatched inside by Hester.
go play in countries where like only 10% of the actual country isn't a
Well,
shithole.
let's get back to the action. Just over 9
They're
minutes left in
second
the
or
second half.
fourth best pro leagues. Oh, I didn't realize Lithuania was that. I mean, okay,
Hart
that's
beats it to the
cool and all.
left. Hines has it baseline. Takes the shot. No good on the baseline jumper.
That's another rebound for a team that's doing a great job on
I
the
mean,
boards.
Lithuania.
They've got
I
a
mean,
big edge there today.
Hester
I've
goes
seen
up
I've
the
seen the
middle.
level of
They're in
I would
front.
imagine Canada,
45
because I know
to
Canada
28.
has like the
Erickson brings it up
Canadian
court.
Basketball League or whatever the fuck it's called.
Pass outright.
And I know that because
Backs it
Royce
down.
White's playing there, and I've seen like the attendance rating. I've seen like the attendance,
Gets it on the
because you know,
strike.
like even in the middle of a
Wide
game, you know, you
The
can't
shot
really
was
like
knocked
pan
down by
away.
Hart.
Like you're panning
But they still
to
trail
people,
by
you know,
50.
who are in the crowd, and it
Withers
looks like a D
skips
League
it to the free
game.
throw line. Right block.
It's like
Lets
wow,
it
I've
go.
seen
And they
more
call
people
goaltending.
for
Give him the bucket.
some D League games. That's amazing. Really? That's a whole new level of goaltending horseshit. And I'm going to call it out too, even though it's on me. It's on them. That is a new level. That is a new level of goaltending right there. What the fuck?
Hodge inbounds the ball. Arizona may have made some changes just now.
I guess like fifth best league is not bad.
The Wildcats just had a little meeting of
Figured it would be like somebody else, somebody who does really. I mean, how well do they do in the Olympics? I guess you know the Olympics really isn't a deciding factor on how good, but I would imagine like a team like in Australia or in Argentina would have a little bit better basketball.
Backs in. Erickson gets the whistle for blocking, and that's foul number 2 for him.
You can't shuffle those feet and expect to draw a charge. The refs saw right through that.
The Aztecs will make some substitutions. Dumps it down low. Backs in.
I wonder if they would be like. I'm kind of wondering though. Like it's like okay.
Puts it up.
It'd be amazing if they somehow got like an NBA. Like it would be amazing if they like didn't get an NBA contract off of that and they just had to live there consistently. It's like the whole point is to like declare for the draft, but then there's a point where it's just like, yeah, well, turns out.
Hodge inbounds the
I'm sure someone will take a chance on him. Some desperate team. You know, I follow Orlando. I could see Orlando being desperate enough.
Good from downtown. And they're now down.
I think if I make this next one, I'll be good.
Takes it up.
Oh boy.
The finger roll was
there you go. Up by 20. 7 minutes left. I think we're okay. I hope we're okay. Let's hope so. All right. Yeah. We beat them by 24. Jesus. You know, I think we're only like an hour. I see an hour 11. I'm kind of wondering if I should play like another game. Because like I could keep it like, I guess I could potentially keep it like just like down more. Like one of those things where it's like, well, you know, maybe instead of doing like an hour 45, I could put that time on to another game and keep this like relatively low. Because, you know, people tend to skim through these anyway. Now they don't have to skim so much. LKL. Interesting. Kentucky. Oh, my God. It's just like, yeah, Kentucky, you no longer get a ranking. Did Kentucky had a ranking, didn't they? Thought they did. Arizona dropped to 5th. We beat them by 24 points, and we still can't get ranked above them. We handed them their one loss. And at least we're above Michigan State now. Annual participants in top international competitions in Europe, including top-tier level EuroLeague. I mean, I guess I won't shit-talk Lithuania. It's just one of those things that kind of like I didn't really pay attention, but I'm just thinking of like countries that tend to be towards the top of the Olympics, and I don't remember if Lithuania was or not. Still 20th, still 11th. And we've worked our way up to 8th here, so that's good. Like once I'm really able to like use my charisma to my advantage, that'll be nice. Yeah, because if I can do, let's see, if I do Michigan State and I do West Virginia, then the time that I would spend on that third game would be just probably simming through all of these. Oh, we do have Utah in here. I actually own, I think I talked about that, I own Utah breakaway, like tearaway pants now, like athletic tearaway pants. Because it's cold, but I didn't want to like buy jeans or anything like that, so I bought a pair of like tearaway pants that are big enough to put around my shorts so that when I go outside I could do that, and then I can just take them off when I get inside. I'm just lazy. So I just basically wear shorts year round. Because most of the places that I go, if I'm not going to like the store, I'm just going to a friend's house. I mean, I have like slacks and stuff for places that I'm not like super familiar with. And like not sure if they would care or not. If I decided to just wear like shorts or something like that, but there we go. They're nice. Got them pretty cheap. As a national team, probably not top 10. France, Spain, Italy, Germany, Russia. Yeah, I guess the league would be another story than just their country. Well, there we go. Jesus. I mean, I like zippity-doo-dah right on through that. I did not expect to, like Kansas was back and forth for a little while, but then eventually, both Kansas and Arizona were both like, just sort of, yeah, we did pretty okay. And then, like, we started turning it on towards the first part of the second half. So then, with like 6-7 minutes left, it was like, okay, now they're not coming back. Kentucky was just a massacre. Like, Duke was a massacre. This was, I don't know what you would call this. They actually scored less points than Duke. They scored less points than Duke, and then we put up 14 more points. That was something. Against Kentucky. Jesus. We'll see if Michigan State's the same way. Oh my God. Yeah, they're a very well-rounded team, and we're up to an 88, so that's good. Up to an 88. Our rebounding is top-notch. West Virginia will be a little bit interesting too, and then everything else is just like, I bet even if we were to lose to a team like Brigham Young, it's like, well, whatever. I feel like this year is a year that we might actually like win through our conference, and I'll save it again just to be absolutely sure, and I'll do my user profile. But yeah, Jesus. Yeah, home games OP. That's exactly what that was. It was just a bunch of OP home games. We're making our building extremely hard for a visiting team to win in. How is this working for us here? Okay, we're gonna be. I can't. Oh, okay. So it's at. Okay, so dude, we got. How many home games do we have? Oh my God, we're finishing. Oh my God. So Louisville was our last like road game. I think that's what I did. Is I loaded up. Yeah, dude, I loaded up a bunch of road games. Because I had one home game and then like four. Yeah, I had one home game followed by a bunch of road games, and then I just backloaded my non-conference stuff with home games. So yeah, it's literally like just all these home games, and then the conference play starts, and we still have another home game to play. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be crazy. Hey, at least if we lose to Brigham Young, it'll be an away game. And UNLV would be that too. Just as long as we get the win over there. This game color code isn't home away. Yeah, it's like white's non-conference, red is conference. So I have to look to see if it's versus or at. So with the versus instead of at, that tells me that the rest of the games, or the next 2-3 games actually, would be home games. And I've been playing a lot of home games right now since I front loaded a lot of my road games there. Cool. Well, shit. It's only been like an hour 20, but you know what? That's fine by me. Gives me more time to work on something else, do something else here on stream, and then, of course, for the people who actually watch this, it lets them get it done faster. Because realistically, there's not really anything to do as far as recruiting goes. We've already given away everything now. So it's really just kind of keeping up appearances with the juniors all the way through the season, and hopefully getting something in the off season. Non-conference home games are the best home. Yeah. But there you go. So yeah, I'll have something for you guys, of course. I did say Hawkeye Pro. It's Saturday night, which means the Hawkeye Pro night. So I'll have that for you guys in the chat here live. But if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. I greatly appreciate it. Oh man, we're actually midway through January, which means we're very close to March. So More than likely, there's probably a good chance someone's going to be watching this in March, simply because it's sort of recent, and not to mention that's when most people tend to find this, because I always get like a huge influx of people who end up watching these and then subscribe. So check what you posted. Oh, I gotta check my Discord. Hang on, I'll do that. But oh man, I gotta open up Discord. I actually physically closed it. I've been starting to like close Discord now. But yeah, I'll have something for you guys in the chat if you're watching this on YouTube. Thank you very much, and I will see you next.